Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing a Q&A, and yesterday I put out a story on my Instagram and Twitter asking you guys for questions for this video. And by the way, there are a lot of strange questions being asked in my DMs. We are going to explore those strange questions together. So the first question is, farted on any noses lately? No. Someone said, are you planning to make pooping videos? I've made it explicit that I'm not doing those kinds of videos, so please stop asking me that. Someone asked, obviously the smell. Is there that distinctive open sewer pipe smell sometimes? I don't know about your farts, but mine don't really smell like an opened sewer pipe. They smell more like reminiscent of what I ate. And maybe it would smell like an open sewer pipe if I was ill, like if I had food poisoning. Someone asked, would you do a fan meet and greet and give the gassy treat? To that I say probably not. I'm a naturally very shy and reserved person in real life, so at the moment or in the near future I don't think I would be hosting something like that. Sorry to ruin your hopes and dreams, but probably no for now. Someone said, favorite word to describe passing gas other than fart. I like using the word crop dust recently. I don't know why, there's just something about it. Like, what do you mean crop dust? Am I dusting the crops? What am I doing? It's so weird. Why do we call it that? But why do I like saying it? I don't know, you asked, but I think that's what I like saying. Also, I kind of like saying the word belch. I know it's not really a word for a fart, but it is a word for passing gas, and it sounds gross. Someone said, have you tried composing music using only fart sounds? And if so, what would the symphony be called? That's a really fun question. I have actually thought about doing that. I thought, oh my god, if I made like different frames when I'm farting and turned it into music somehow, like pitch corrected it, let me know if that's something I should do, because I have been thinking about it. I just thought, is that too weird? What would I call it though? That's a fartphony? Why don't you guys comment what you think would be a good word for fart music? Someone said, what makes your farts smell so bad, and can you stand the smell? Anything I eat makes my farts smell bad, and of course I can stand the smell. I like sniffing them. I just sniff all my farts and I pretty much like the smell of all of them, but there are times when the smell is pretty bad and it does make me gag, and I think, wow, I really produced that. In fact, I'm kind of getting a bellyache now because I had a chicken sandwich for breakfast. You're probably thinking, why on earth would you have a chicken sandwich for breakfast? It was brunch and it was at like 2 o'clock, so it wasn't really breakfast anymore. And it's making me drop a lot of silent but deadlies, so... Somebody said, how are you doing today? I'm doing okay, how are you doing? Oh my god. Maybe I'm doing kind of gassy today. Someone asked, do you have a favourite place to fart in, and why is it your favourite? I have got to say it's probably the bed. When I'm in bed and I'm farting, to me that triggers my comfort mode. I'm toasty, I'm warm, I'm farting in bed. What gets better than that? I get so expressive sometimes when I talk about farts that my face is like constantly doing this face. I've just noticed it now that I always do this with my eyebrows when I talk about something that I feel so strongly for, so you can tell that I really like farting in my bed. Someone asked, hey, I've really wanted to ask, what's your longest ever fart roughly? Or, if that's too difficult, what's the most memorable monster fart you've ever done? I recently did a fart, the most unique sound I've ever made farting, and I don't think I've ever made a sound like that before. That was the most memorable one for me because I have bad memory, so I don't really remember. There's a viral video of me in white leggings and it sounds horrible, like I've messed up my pants. I think that's one of the longest I've ever done that's been recorded. Keep in mind that I don't think to film every single fart, so I don't actually replay it and then remember. I do a lot of them as silent but deadlies as well. Now that I think about it, I think my longest fart was probably a silent but deadly, because you know the ones that are just like the ones where you get intense abdomen pain, like right at the top of your chest, and you think you're gonna have a heart attack, then you lie down and then you just go. Yeah, I'm talking about those. Someone asked, what's the best reaction you got from farting around someone? I don't think I have any reactions from anyone that's been like fully acknowledging it when I do it in public. Because maybe they don't expect me to be the one doing it. I've never been in a situation around someone where it was just me and them alone, with no sounds in the background and just me ripping ass. Like, it's never been like that. It's always been in a noisy area. There was a point where I was in that situation where I was alone with someone. So I was with a friend and I was in their apartment, like I was sat on the ground with my knees to my chest, and something about that position it was out of my control. I just farted and it was loud and it kind of echoed in the room, and my friends just started laughing. I honestly don't know what other reaction you would have to that other than laugh. Someone asked how stink your fart is. And to that I say, my fart is very stink. Someone asked, when was the last time you had a big fun and farted a bunch? A big fun. I have a big fun every day and fart a bunch every day. When was the last time you had a big fun and farted a bunch? Question for YT. Would you want your future partner to have a fart fetish also? Ideally, yes. But I also understand if they don't want to do that. It's just a way of life. Someone asked, have you ever farted on someone's face and how did they react? No, I've never done that before. Would you be open for a fart date? We can do a restaurant crawl, like a bar crawl, but instead we drop farts, then we leave onto the next one and repeat. I don't really know about that, because one thing about me is I kind of eat slowly. I don't know if you can tell from my mukbangs, I have to edit out a lot of chewing time. Maybe you could find someone who would love to do that with you, but it won't be me, unfortunately. Someone said, oi, and honestly, I really felt that. I felt that so hard that I just had to respond with this. I hope that suffices. Have you ever had a boyfriend and explored the fart fetish together? Some guys just really aren't open to the idea of a female around them farting. It's just the opposite of feminine to them, but for me it's just natural, and if you can do it around me, why can't I do it around you? So it's fair to say that I have not ever explored it with anyone, and maybe I'm a bit apprehensive to try. Somebody said, which food has given you the most gas ever? It's probably more accurate to tell you a food group, so I would say protein. Protein shakes, just anything that is a protein. The next day you can be sure to smell a lot of stinky gas from me. If your boyfriend or girlfriend openly told you that they had a fart fetish, would that be a problem for you? Could it harm the relationship? A big hug from Brazil. Oh, I love hugs. Big hug from me. Of course not. Have you seen my profiles? Of course it wouldn't harm the relationship. It would actually greatly benefit the relationship. So like, can I be your fart slave? No. Last but definitely not least, somebody asked, have you ever tried sounding a car horn and farting at the same time? No, I have not done that before, but I'll definitely keep that in mind next time I drive a car, which is not very often, but I'll keep it in mind. Oh gosh, it's nothing but silent but deadlies today. Well everyone, those are all the questions that I decided to answer in this video. If you've made it this far into the video, thank you so much, and you can let me know in the comments by typing crop dust, my favourite word. Oh god, I would also really appreciate it if you could like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Bye everyone, see you next time!